party guy.
My name is Ryan Tebow. I'm a co-founder of Ranch Camp, which is a bike shop and restaurant here in Stowe, Vermont, and also co-founder of Uberwinten, which is one of our flagship fat bike events. I got into fat biking right at its inception. So fat biking has really only been a thing for, we'll say 20 years, but I've been fat biking for about 15 years myself. I used to so desperately want to ride my bike in the wintertime that I'd ride a regular skinny tire bike. And it's not very high functioning. I would go out on frozen snowmobile trails and stuff. And this first time I saw a fat bike, I thought, you know, eureka, that's what I need to be doing. So to distill it down to its basic parts, it's cycling, but with a very high volume, low pressure tire. So these big bulbous tires that tend to float well on surfaces like snow or sand. Wait until people are telling you conditions are good. If conditions are bad, it can be very challenging, and you may well be deterred from doing it again. When conditions are good, it means the trails have been groomed and are packed. It's probably not well below zero. It's somewhere in like the teens or low 20s is ideal. And yeah, it is super fun. Look for trails that don't have too much climbing when you first start, because climbing is pretty challenging on a fat bike. And you know, start small, a couple miles of riding, and then a nice place to warm up after. And that's how you get into it. You know, the mountain biking or road biking world is so vast, and there's a lot of people doing it. I would say it's a very small percentage that are fat biking. But the interesting thing is I see the same people year over year at our events. Some of them are literally coming for 14 years. And then you see all these familiar faces. So it feels kind of like a big family affair. This event is 14 years old, so it has some history. And you know, it started with maybe 75 people back in the day, and then word spread fast that we had quality riding. Stowe is obviously a place that's hospitality driven, so it's a very nice place to visit, just but also because fat biking is amazing. But yeah, at this point, word is spread, and we get folks coming from as far as Philadelphia, people coming up from New Jersey, Toronto, Ottawa, a lot of folks from Quebec. So we see people from all over the region and beyond. For the joy of riding a bicycle. I mean, how you doing?
Doing well.
You know, biking is an interesting thing. You know, it's one of the first sort of modes of transportation. When you're a little kid, if you're lucky, you rode a bike, and bikes are awesome. And all these people are like giant kids when they get out on fat bikes. It's awesome. Everybody's smiling. Everybody's super happy to be out here. And it takes a brave soul. Like, fat biking is not easy. It's harder than regular biking because there's a lot of friction, so it's a lot of work. And it's slippery out there, but all those things tend to actually lend to the enjoyment of the sport. It's fun like that.
Ew!